Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. This quote is by an unknown author. Dare to believe. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 180. Someone's believing out there. Nasdaq's up 68. S&Ps are up 24. Gold contract up $24.70, traded at $1,201.50 an ounce. Silver up 20 cents at $16.15 an ounce. Platinum, $1,083 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 47 cents, traded at 60.80 a barrel. Bonds, 10-year down 3 ticks, 126.02. 30-year off 26 ticks, 150.09. The 10 and the 30-year, folks, are going after their lower swing points again. Yesterday, they were trying to get up into higher price. This morning, they got over their highs, failed on price and volume, start moving back downtown again. King dollar down 305 ticks at 94.18. What you had with King dollar is this. King dollar came down 600 ticks yesterday, an additional 300 today. Intraday, it did break the swing point that was established out there. We had lighter volume by 4,000 contracts. And the break on it, actually, when we bring up King dollar, I'll show you. The break on it, it was just a one trade all the way down there. So, you know, do you pay attention to it? Well, you have to pay attention to it. That's the bottom line. But I suspect that in order to get an ABC structure on the way down, we're going to be attacking that area again. When you always see these spikes out of nowhere, and that's specifically what it was a spike down, spike back up. It did have a volume behind the move on that 10-minute spike. Euro up 35 at 113.72. That is absolutely counterintuitive. Between the dollar and the euro, it is counterintuitive in the aspect that Greece is on the verge of defaulting, but guess what? Technically, that's how this set up. Euro wants higher price, dollar wants lower price. Dollar, more than likely, has to do with our own interest rate structure that the Fed says they want to go up, but guess what? Bottom line, the way that the dollar is trading, it's saying they're not going up. Yen is down 51 at 122.92. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. Now, let's go to the world of the S&Ps, and we'll take a look at the SPY. So what we have out here is this. We put this up on the daily and on the weekly. SPY has price spread out here today, has volume behind the move. We did 159 million shares. We are at 212.71. You took out the 212.24 area, which was the 25th. It's a big move. That is saying that that little baby is going to go test the highs tomorrow, which is 213.72. Qs, the NDX 100. What do we have with the NDX 100? NDX 100 also had volume behind the move, has price behind the move. We did 36 million contracts. That's going to go after the high. The high in the Qs, 111.16. The IWM took it out. The IWM took it out. The small caps, if we go take a look at the small caps had 36 million shares. Took out the high of 127.13. We're at 127.86. Volume was just a slight bit lower. You know, what's surprising on the small caps, actually, let me bring up the Russell, the index itself, is that it couldn't get further away from the price point. The Russell closed out, the actual index closed out at 1283, and the Russell's not that far away from it's going to need a lot more price spread to get away from that high, because the high that was generated inside the Russell is on the 15th of April, and that high was 1278. So inside the movement out here today, inside the NASDAQ composite, had everything to do with the IBB. The NASDAQ Biotech Index took off, did 3.2 million. Bottom line, You're at 377. 374 was the number. Now, what's impressive here is this, folks. This is pretty wild, actually, is that what you had happen is that, of course, every day I'm on from 3 to 5. We were watching this closely. Someone came in with almost 1 million shares in the last hour because we were only at 2.2 million shares. And let me see how this shakes out. Oh, look at this. I got to show you this. Oh, this is a trip. So here you go. And this is going to be the ETF structure, actually, how this gets shut down. There's 3 trades at 1600 hours, 1610, and 1604. And those 3 trades total 342, 542, 642, 742. 700,000 shares came in at the close. So there you go. What is that saying? That says, number one, you're shy of the volume a bit, but you are over that price structure. Red Hat come out with numbers after the close. Let's see what we had here. Red Hat closed at a price point of $78.49. Right now, it's trading at $76.70. And this is an equity that is at its highs out here. So let's see what they have to say. The estimate was 41 cents. They made the numbers. Well, they made the earnings per share anyway. The estimate was 41 cents. They came in with 44 cents. The revenue was $472 million. They came in with $481 million. It looks like some here they put in that they're going to miss the first quarter billings estimate. That's not the end of the world. Trading down a couple dollars, and we'll see if, in fact, 76.88. Yeah, you're down all of $1.50. Not the end of the world. Gold contract. What do we have with gold out here now? Tomorrow, coming into a Friday, is going to be a trip, folks. Okay. So what we have with gold is this. Gold had the price spread, had the volume, all of the above. The spike is out here. We're down 174,000 contracts. We're up $25. What you have is that June 1st, we spiked up to 1204.70. We did that with 171,000 contracts. We're pushing now that same price point with 174,000. What that sets up a run over the 04 level right into and up to the 1232 level. The divergence that we have is that the contracts had the volume. The GLD, however, didn't have the volume as it was going after that exact same swing point. Let me just see. Maybe some volume came in at the close. Oh, this is good. Yeah, it did. Okay, so check it out. This is good. Okay. So, and this is going to be the same thing. I'll show you these trades. So the GLD, we ended up doing 8 million shares. You're going into 8.25 million. And let's go look at this one. And this is going to be the same deal. This is interesting. So these ETFs, you got to watch these ETFs like a hawk, because when the sponsors of the ETFs actually create the shares, which they have to do from time to time, meaning quite a bit. It's supposed to be that the stocks are going up. They get destroyed when they're going down, meaning the creativity of them. And when they're going up, they get created. And you're going to see at the close out here in the GLD, we had 5, 6, 7. You had 780,000 shares traded. That basically brought that up to 8 million, and that's what it absolutely needed. The dollar index, DXU5, dollar index had some juice here today. The spike that we got down, however, when you're looking at this, it's going to look like a hammer. It's actually, this is what's really wild about this whole thing. When you look at the dollar index today, if you don't do it intraday, what you're going to see is that you're going to see this beautiful hammer, and a hammer, of course, in council charting or candlestick charting indicates that, hey, that a bottom's coming in, bottom may be in. And then when you look at this intraday, what you're going to see is that was literally just one spike down, and when you see that, it really didn't trade there. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We come right back.